moments when you have two songs like battling each other in your head and you can't get either of them out. That's where I'm at. My brain can't decide if it wants to sing the breakup song or We Don't Talk About Bruno. That's where we're at today. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alyssa and today I am filming my February TBR. And let me tell you, I'm looking at this stack thinking, how? 8 books that I want to read? Again, this is all very lofty goals, some of which I've started, probably won't finish in the month because they're longer. Before we get started, I do want to apologize for any cute cartoon noises you hear. This is what we're working with. At least Gabby's dollhouse is wholesome. So the first book that I'm currently reading and I desperately want to finish because I need to know what happens is The Empire of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty. I took a little break from this in January for some dumb reason because I don't know, I have this like love-hate relationship with Dara. I think he's gonna end up okay, but I really hate him right now and I don't want to read his chapters. So it's a struggle bus because I just want to get back to Nari and Ali and that's where we're at. If I don't finish it this month, it will definitely be next month, but I am really hoping to finish it. This is kind of like my main fantasy priority for the month, because the rest of the books on my list are contemporaries, and there's a historical. I have another fantasy that I'm reading, a couple others, but this one I really want to finish because I love this series so very much. Nari is the best character ever that I've ever read, and I love her even more in this book, and I'm scared. I'm really scared. This next one, talk about lofty goals. I know I will not finish it this month. I'm at least hoping to restart it this month because I did start it ages ago. Like months, maybe even like a year ago, and I haven't finished it. And I really am itching to pick it back up and hopefully make my way through it the next couple months. But that is Rhythm of War by Sanderson. This book is so heavy and chunky and I love it. It's really intimidating to me, even though I've read the other 3 books and had no problem. I don't know why this one is so intimidating. Maybe because it's a hardback. I don't know why my brain does the things it does. But this is the 4th book in the Way of Kings series, one of my favorite series of all time. And I really need to get on this because I need to know, I need to be in the conversation, and I need to be ready for when the next one eventually comes out. I think there was like rumors of it next year or the year after. I don't know. I'll probably have to reread them all anyway, but I really do want to read this. I've just been too scared, but I'm going to start it at least. When I last finished it, I was about 70 pages in, I think. So I wasn't very far in the grand scheme of things. So I'm hoping to at least get that far again, maybe by the end of the month, probably not. So on to the books now that I have not started, that I will be starting, and they're specifically like Valentine's romancy, February themed, which again, I'm not a huge contemporary person, but I've discovered that there is like this niche genre of contemporary I like, which is like Indian romance, like Bollywood, because I read Sway With Me last month, which you'll hear my thoughts about, and I really enjoyed it, so I wanted to read more. So they're on this TBR because I need more. Okay, so the first one on this list is When Dimple Met Rishi by Sandyha Menon. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. This is a story about Dimple, who is an aspiring computer programmer. She wants to, you know, website design or something. Aspiring web developer. Yes. And she's going to a summer camp that her parents oddly approved of for her to go, even though they really want her, you know, to marry a good doctor guy and do all these great things for their family. And she's like, no, I'd rather do my own thing. But little does she know that a boy named Rishi is also going to this camp in order to meet her and woo her because he is her betrothed. But that's unknown to her. And he's like a hopeless romantic, and he's really excited about all this. I think this is going to be really cute. I've heard really great things about this book. I'm just I'm so excited to dive in. Like, I want to start it now, but I'm like, no, you gotta wait just a little longer, a little longer. There's also a Netflix show that they made based off this book, so I'm really intrigued to watch that after I read this. I think it's like a mini series of like 5 or 6 episodes or something, maybe 8, I don't know, but I definitely want to give it a whirl if I like the book, and if I don't, then I probably won't, but yeah. Keeping on brand, I also want to read It All Comes Back to You by Farah Rishi. This is another Indian romance. So this is an enemies to lovers second chance rom-com. It's often compared to When Dimple Met Rishi, as well as Pride and Prejudice. Our main character is having a really hard time with the fact that her sister is getting married. All she has is her sister and her dad after her mom passed away, and she is just devastated that her sister is going to get married. And ironically, her sister is getting married to the brother of her first love, who there was some miscommunication or something, and they became exes real fast. And now she is having to associate with him again, and I think they have like a plot to ruin her wedding or something. And apparently there's like secrets about his brother. I'm not entirely sure. I'm really excited to find out though, to be fair, because I think this is going to be really cute. It has like text message pages, and it's got like chat room pages and all kinds of random stuff. So I think it's going to be really good. I'm really hoping so, and this cover is so cute. This is very intimidating already. I'm sitting here going, why did I do this to myself? But I also I'm super excited. I know I can get through the contemporaries relatively quickly, so that does help. So the next one I'm going to read, hopefully, and I'm actually hoping to do like a weekend reading vlog for it with spoilers and emotions and all that good stuff, because I am going to be reading finally The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This is a obviously very popular booktube book on Book Talk, Bookstagram, book world. And I have yet to read it. I've heard nothing but great things. I hear it's emotional. I hear that it's just gonna tug at your heartstrings. I believe this is kind of the story of Evelyn Hugo. She's telling her story to some journalist and all about her 7 husbands. There you have it. I'm really excited to try it. I've heard lots of great things. It's not too long, and I think it'll read pretty quickly once I get into it. So really excited to start this, and so stay tuned for that vlog, hopefully. Okay, so these last 2 I'm actually starting towards the end of the month because our book club starts back again for our homeschool co-op, which I'm very, very excited about because I think I picked some good ones. So for our older book club, we are reading 6 Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. This is a Chinese folklore fantasy about a girl whose brothers get all turned into cranes by a witch. She also doesn't have a way to talk. She ends up voiceless, and she has to save her brothers and get them out from being birds. I'm really hoping this one's okay. I read reviews. I checked the family reviews to make sure there was nothing questionable like last time, and I think we're okay. If anybody has anything that they think is a red flag or questionable for a group of teenagers, please let me know. Like homeschooled teenagers, okay? We can do kisses, we can do hugs, we can do hands, but when articles of clothing starts coming off, we say nay nay. I'm really excited to read this. I wanted to read this anyway, and I thought it would be interesting to kind of switch it up, because sometimes I'll go for more like historical or contemporary, and then the next semester I'll pick a fantasy. But I think this will be fun to do an Asian inspired fantasy. So fingers crossed. And finally, for the younger book club, we're also kind of going with that Asian themed vibe fantasy, and we're going to be reading The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. I'm not entirely sure if this, oh yeah, her name's Zan. She's probably Chinese. That would do it. I'm so smart. And this is a story about Zan, who is kind of abandoned as a baby and taken in by a witch, and turns out that she's got some sort of magical powers because of the reason she was born. There's dragons. There's a tiny dragon, which I'm really excited about, and I think this is going to be a really good one. It has won the Newbery Award, so won it or nominated. This sticker is so hard to read. But I think the kids are really going to enjoy it. I think it's going to be a good discussion about family, loss, and also like finding your place in the world. So hopefully it's really good. I'm excited to read it. This has also been on my list. I kind of just go through my Goodreads list and be like, okay, what can these kids read? Because if I'm not going to be interested, then I'm not going to have fun. And I want to make sure that I have fun so the kids have fun. So that was a long-winded spiel you didn't ask for. I'm not even going to attempt to pick those up because like 3 of them are huge. So that's not happening. But that is my February TBR. If I happen to read most of these, I might pick up From Blood and Ash. I thought about putting that on my list, but honestly, I don't know if I'm quite in the mood for that. Like a fantasy romance, just because it's just so cringy most of the time. But I do want to read it. I'm just not in the mood right now. Not in the mood for cringe. No. So let me know down below what you plan on reading for February. I would love to know. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you want, you can give this video a thumbs up. That's up to you. And I will see you all very, very soon in the next video. Bye-bye.